everyone. This is Felicia from Felicia by the Seasons. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In today's video, I will be decorating my dough bowl for the fall season. So let's get started. Now, as you can see, I already have a few items, and each of these items are parts that I'm going to use to assemble my dough bowl. So let's go through the items that I have. The first item that I have is this wonderful dough bowl. I don't know whether you can see it. It is one of the larger dough bowls, and it's from the Robert Stanley collection. I'm going to try to turn it this way, but it's so big it's taking up the whole frame. It's from the Robert Stanley collection from Hobby Lobby, of course. It was originally $29.99, but I got it, I think, for 50% off, so that's $15. I'm also going to be using this wonderful little gingham pumpkin that I purchased from New River Pottery last season. I don't recall how much I paid for it, but I do know I purchased it for 50% off, and I think it was less than $4. I also want to share this fabulous find that I found while I was thrifting last year, and I purchased this little adorable baby from there. Isn't it fabulous? For only 99 cents. I also have some pumpkin picks here. I have this nice muted orange pumpkin with the corn husk here. And it also has additional foliage, these rich fall colors, wheat, the berries, the leaves, all in assortment to make this pick luscious. I also have this same pick in a different style, and this one has more of a brown tint to it with the yellow ribbing on the sides, and it also has more of the muted brown berries to go with it, and it has some of that sisal, and the leaves are more green and olive light in color. I also will be using this fabulous gourd. It looks like it's aged, and it's got brown tinting on it and some yellow tinting on it as well. Look how beautiful and rich that is. I'm also going to be using some greenery. I call this celery, like a celery fern type style pick. I'm also going to be using this branch as well. This is just a extended branch. And I'm also going to be using this garland as well, as you can see here. And all of those, I think, came from the Hobby Lobby store. I also have my straw bale that I will be using, purchased from the Dollar Tree for only $1. And I will probably use some of these pumpkins here that I bought last season from the Dollar Tree for only $1. Now, these were all the rage last season. And they do come in multiple colors. They come in orange. I have a champagne. I think they had a dark brown color. And plus they came in the white. So let's get started decorating. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this dough bowl and I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with my greenery. So I'm going to take this long piece here, and I'm going to place this down in the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and fold this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my other piece. And I will show you in a minute after I get that assembled what it looks like. There's no rhyme or reason of how I'm putting this garland in. I just want it to look kind of messy. And you know what? When I say messy, I noticed that each season I put out my little wreath on the front door, and we always have some visitors, and they come in and visit us, and they make a nest. And one this past summer or past summer season, this bird came and made this nest in my wreath. And for a minute there, I had to think, did I buy this bird nest? Because there was nothing in it, but it was a beautiful nest. And then I looked at it again. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't buy this nest. This bird made it. And they are pretty sophisticated in how they design their nest, believe it or not. It's just amazing how they can create a nest. It looked like somebody professionally, a human being made it, but it was so well put together. I was impressed. So as you can see, I'm just arranging this garland and the greenery that I put in the base. And this is how it's looking. This is my progress. As you can see here, I have filled the bottom. Okay. So we're going to continue on. And I'm going to go ahead and add in that celery piece that I had. And I'm just going to stick that in each side, just like this. Just stuff it in there at an angle. And what I do to one side of this dough bowl, I'm going to do the other one. This is my other piece here, and I'm just going to take that and I'm going to stuff it at an angle on that side. What we're doing is we're trying to fill this up. All right, so I think I got that looking like I want it. So now I'm going to add in my first pumpkin, this beautiful baby here. And I'm just going to put this in at an angle. I'm not going to set this one flat. I'm just going to put it at an angle, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to take my gingham check pumpkin, and I'm going to add that in there. And I think what I'm going to do is give it some height, and I'm going to use this straw bale that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. I don't know whether I mentioned that before. And I'm just going to put this right beside it, like so. And I'm going to move this back so you can see my progress here. Can you see that? So I've got one at an angle, and I've got this one straight. And so now I'm just going to take my floral picks. I'm going to take this one, this fabulous one here, and I'm just going to add this in at an angle. Some people might say a 45-degree angle. I don't know whether it's 45 degrees or not. I'm just going to place that in there, just like so. We want it to fall naturally. And then I'm going to take this one as well, and I'm going to add this one in here to the other side, just like so. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Okay, and we're going to continue this process. So let me get this adjusted here, okay? So I'm going to put this at an angle as well. Okay, and you can see I've got one on this end. Trying to let you see that. That one on that end. And I have one right here on this end. Okay, and I'm going to turn this one down here because you didn't see that. That's the other one right there on that end. I think that's looking pretty good. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in my fabulous gourd, and I'm going to slide that right in the front to cover that little gap right there. Okay, and then I have a hole right here. I'm not liking that hole over there, so I am going to fill that in by using my pumpkins here. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick those in there like so. I'm going to put one at an angle. Then I'm going to put this one at an angle on the opposite side. And then I'm going to take this little champagne one and I'm going to add that in there as well. So what I'm making here is I'm making a little harvest dough bowl. Like you went outside and you went and you picked a bunch of pumpkins and you just bought them. You bought them home with you and you just placed them in your dough bowl because you're going to cook with them. Okay, so I'm going to take you down so you can have a closer look. Give me just a minute. I'm going to make that adjustment. Sorry about my finger being in the way, because that's what's happening right there. Alrighty. And here you go. That is my fall harvest dough bowl, all decorated for fall. So, we have come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my brand new channel. And to the next video, happy decorating.